What's up YouTube, welcome back to another video on my channel Skotrix, and today as you can see we are back on NBA 2K21 Next Gen for another build guide video. And in today's video I'm going to be showing y'all how to build the Joel Embiid build. This build is amazing, it has a ton of defense, it can shoot, it can finish at the rim, and it has really good physical. So it's a really good all around center build, and it's also quite a bit taller than most center builds, so you'll have a distinct advantage over all of the 6'9" centers out there. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video here. Alright, so in this first screen, nothing really matters too much except the position. You want to be a center, obviously. The name, hand, jersey number, none of that matters. You can set that up however you want. Then go ahead and click continue. Now for the second screen right here, the body settings. First off, for the height right here, you just want to go up 1 to 7'1" right here, and you can see this does lower some of your stats, but it's not a big deal. It doesn't lower any of your really important stats like your inside defense stats or your shooting stats, so it's really not a big deal. 7'1" is definitely the best height for this build, especially considering most big man builds in this game are only 6'9" or shorter, so you should have a really good height advantage over them right here, at least 4 inches, and that's going to pay off big because as you can see you're going to have pretty good inside finishing stats on this build, so you'll be really good at really exploiting that height advantage over smaller opponents. So now you can go down to weight right here. For the weight, you just want to move it up 1 pound, and I'll show you why in a second. But just go down to wingspan then and move your wingspan down 1. And the reason you do this is so that you get +1 on each of your shooting stats, so you'll be able to shoot consistently. You will get quite a few shooting badges on this build, so you should be able to shoot consistently, no problem. But keep in mind that you won't have access to every single jump shot like you would if you were 6'9" or below, but still not a big deal. There's definitely a lot of good jump shots and a lot of good animations in the big man animation category, so you'll be good right here with an 84 mid-range and an 82 3-pointer. Now the reason you put your weight right here at 253 and not any higher or any lower is because if you move it any lower, you lose the maximum strength right there. So you go down to 95 strength, and if you drop your weight any more, it goes down fast, and you don't want that. You want to have maximum strength right here, so 253 pounds is the best place to be, and there's no point in bringing it any higher because you don't really gain anything, you just lose a bunch of stats. So 253 pounds, that's the sweet spot. 7'4" wingspan, 7'1" height, and the body shape does not matter. You can choose whichever one you want. It doesn't affect the build in any way, it only affects how the build looks. I'll just take defined right here, but you can choose whichever one you want, whichever one you like the look of the best. Then go ahead and click continue. Now for the attribute and badge distribution right here for this build, I will show you a couple different ways to do this where you get a few more finishing, a few more shooting, a few more defense, and you can choose which one you like the best, which version you like the best. But starting off right here with the main version, the mostly defense version that can also shoot and finish inside. First off, for the close shot, you just want to max this out. Then you can go down to driving layup, you also want to max this out. Driving dunk, same thing, and standing dunk, max out all of that right there. Then you can go down to post control right here, and you want to bring this up to a 58 right here. This gives you 16 finishing badges, and you can get a lot of the best ones onto Hall of Fame, like post hook scorer, lob city finisher, post riser. All of those can get onto Hall of Fame, which is really good. And you don't really need to upgrade your post control any higher than 58 right here. It'll be good enough at 58, don't worry about it. So then you can go down to your shooting right here. First off, you want to max out mid-range, 3-pointer, and then just bring your free throw up right here to a 32. This gives you 9 shooting badges, and remember, I will show you another way to make more shooting badges on this build if you want to do that. But this first version of the build only has 9 shooting badges, but still that should be enough. 82 3-pointer, 84 mid-range, and you can get a lot of the good badges right here, so you should be good with this shooting right here. Then you can skip playmaking, go straight down to defense. For defense, you want to max out interior, block, and both rebounds right here, just like that. You can see that gives you 28 defense badges, which is amazing, and you can basically get every single good defense badge onto Hall of Fame. So this is an amazing defending build, just like Joel Embiid in real life. And then you can go down to physicals really quick, just max out speed, strength, stamina, and then put your remaining right here into vertical. That can get up to a 66. Now I will show you a couple other ways that you can make this build, a couple of changes that you can make to add more shooting or more finishing and decrease your defense a little bit. And the first way to do that is to lower your offensive rebound right here to an 85. You can see that loses 4 defense badges right here for you, but if you could do the math right here, you probably don't need more than 24 defense badges. You know, it never hurts to have as many as possible, but then you could put these into shooting or finishing and get a few extra badges. You could also move down your interior defense to either a 90 or an 85 and do more here, so you can get up to 15 shooting badges, or you could lower this back to 9 right here and then move up your finishing right here so you can get as many badges as possible in this category. You could get up to 21 to go along with 9 shooting and 20 defense, or you could do some sort of combination of them right here to get as many as possible in each, as long as you have the 20 defense right there. But how I'm going to set it up right here is with as much defense as possible. So I'm going to put this back down to 9 badges right here, max out both of these, and then move the finishing just down to the minimum for 16 finishing badges right here, which is there, and max that out. This is how I'm going to confirm the attributes right there. But as I said, you could also put more into finishing or shooting and take away some from defense. You could also take away some from physicals if you don't think you're going to need as much vertical or even speed, but I don't recommend that. I recommend taking it away from defense. And you do actually have one more attribute point to put here somewhere. All you can put into is speed with ball or ball handle, so it really doesn't matter. You can choose whichever one you want. I'll just take ball handle. Go ahead, say yes. Now for the takeovers for this build, obviously you have a really good variety right here. You get both of the shooting, all of the rim protector, and all of the glass cleaner ones. Now you can also get the post scorer ones. I'll show you really quickly. All you have to do to get the post scorer ones is lower your interior defense or your offensive rebound a bit or whatever, and just move your post control right here up to a 78. I'm going to put it to a 79 right here, but all you need it on is 78. That gives 21 finishing badges. Then if you click confirm, you do get access to the post scorer takeovers right here. So if you want one of those, make sure you set up the build just like this and you'll get access to those takeovers. But for me, I don't really need those ones, so I'm just going to set it up the way that I had it with the most defense possible. Go ahead and say yes. Now for the takeovers, the ones that I'm going to choose for this build are going to be Paint, Intimidation, and See the Future. I think these are the best 2 for this build, but you could also take maybe Limitless Range or Spot Up Precision if you want to be more of a shooter. Maybe if you put more into shooting badges and you want to be more of an outside big than an inside big, you could take one of these. Or there is a couple other good takeovers you could take, like maybe Interior Badge Drop or Box Out Wall. But for me, like I said, Paint, Intimidation as my primary and See the Future as my secondary. That's how I'm going to do it for this build. Go ahead and click continue right there, and as you could see, boom, 2-way stretch glass cleaner, shades of Hassan Whiteside, Dikembe Mutombo, and Clint Capella. Now I am going to take a quick second right here and show you how I would recommend putting on the badges for this build. Obviously it might be a little bit different if you set up your badge distribution different than me, but still I'll give you a general idea of some of the best badges to put on for this build. So first off, for finishing right here, you just want to get your Posterizer badge up to Hall of Fame for sure. Then I'm also going to get Slithery Finisher onto Gold, Lob City Finisher onto Hall of Fame. Since you have a 95 standing dunk, you can catch all those lobs. You also have a little bit of a driving dunk, so you can catch lobs there too. And then with these last few right here, you have a little bit of personal preference, but what I'm going to do is put Hook Specialist onto Hall of Fame, and then also put Putback Bros onto Bronze right there. But some other good badges would be Back Down Punisher, Heat Seeker, Pro Touch. Those are all really good badges. Also Fearless Finisher. So you could set them up however you want depending on your playstyle. But for me, this is the best way to have it. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. Now for the shooting badges right here, first I'm going to get Catch and Shoot up to Gold. Then I'm also going to get Corner Specialist onto Gold, because I would imagine I'll be shooting most of the time from the corner with this build. And also I'm going to get Hot Zone Hunter onto Gold. If you don't have hot zones, don't put this badge on, but most people probably do have hot zones in the park. So as long as you do, this badge is definitely worth investing in. So these are the shooting badges I'm going to go with right here. Really all you should need for this build to be able to shoot consistently. Go ahead and confirm that. Now for the defense badges right here, obviously a ton of personal preference, but for me, I'm going to put Box onto Bronze. If you're setting screens, you're going to want to put Brick Wall into Hall of Fame. I'm not really planning on setting screens with this build. I think it'll be more of an inside or a corner sitting build, not really a screen and roll or a screen and pop type of build, but maybe you'll be setting screens sometimes with it depending on your playstyle. You may want to upgrade this all the way up to Hall of Fame, you may not, but for me, I'm going to get Intimidator onto Hall of Fame, Hot Stopper onto Hall of Fame so that I can fill my takeover meter as fast as possible, since I did take the Rim Protector takeover. Then I'm going to put Heart Crusher onto Silver, Rebound Chaser onto Hall of Fame, Rim Protector onto Hall of Fame, Worm onto Bronze, Chase Down Artist onto Silver, Pogo Stick onto Hall of Fame. And remember, you're going to be so much taller than all other big men in this game. So if you have Pogo Stick on Hall of Fame, as well as being like 4 inches taller than every other big man, nobody's going to be able to score in the paint inside on you. As well, you have Intimidator on Hall of Fame, Rim Protector on Hall of Fame. You'll be good for sure. And then with these last two right here, I'm going to put Clutch Defender onto Bronze and also Post Move Lockdown onto Bronze, just like that. Go ahead and confirm the badges just like that. Obviously some personal preference there as well, depending on your playstyle and how many badges your version of the build gets. But there you guys go. That's how you build the best Joel Embiid build in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe to my channel if you're new. I upload daily NBA 2K21 content, build guides, jump shots, tips and tricks, all that. And also I stream on Twitch. My Twitch link will be down in the description. Make sure you go follow me over there. But anyways, that's going to be it. Alright, Peace.